Welcome back to Old School Sports and our Tennis Manager 2021 playthrough. We are midway through the 2022 season, heading into the summer hardcourt season. Both Maxime Cressy and Stefan Kozlov have won 80 level events this year. In the case of Maxime, just one victory is probably a little disappointing. You can see he's 75th in the world right now. In the case of Stefan, he's 327th in the world right now. But once that tournament victory that he just had at the end of the grass court season fills in his rankings calculation, he will probably move up pretty significantly with a win like that in an 80 level event. You can see that here Maxime is going to be playing at the Hall of Fame Open in Rhode Island on the grass court, one final grass court event for him before he moves on to the hardcourt season. And Stefan is back training at the academy, and you can see a huge jump in rankings for him, up to 246th in the world. So moved up 81 spots with that title at the 80 level Chicago Open, given that the goal for Stefan for the season is just to get into the top 300 of the world. We are in really great shape. He not only reached the final of a 125 to 80 level event, but he just won one. And so if we can get into first round qualifying at a Grand Slam, we're going to have achieved all of his goals for this season, which is great news. Maxime, we have a little bit more work to do with our contract with him. Have moved up to 68th in the world, so we are back in the top 70. But he'd still like to reach the round of 32 in both the Grand Slam and Masters 1000 level events. You can see he's only gotten to the round of 64 in both of those events in the past. So still have some work to do to meet that goal. But at the very least, it looks like if we can stay in the top 70 and maintain a ranking in the top 7 in the U.S., we'll have completed 75% of his goals, which hopefully will be enough to keep him enthusiastic about working with us next season. We are at the 250 level Hall of Fame Open. A real tough draw for Maxime. We're facing the second-seeded Ugo Humbert in the first round. So going to be a big challenge for us, but would obviously be a huge victory if we can get by Humbert in this higher level event. He just got a break on us to take the first set 6-3. Maxime, nothing glaring in terms of how he's performing. We're just facing one of the top players in the world. Down an early break in the second set, so it looks like our trip to Rhode Island may be relatively quick. And that will be it. 6-3, 6-2 loss in the first round of the Hall of Fame Open. You'll get him next time, Maxime. So Stefan Kozlov is already back training at the academy, given that we've got almost a full week for training for Maxime. We are going to continue working on his accuracy, serve, forehand, and backhand accuracy. He has more power than accuracy in all of those different facets of the game. So with the extra time we have to train this week, now that he is back at the academy, we'll do some serving with spin to help his serve accuracy. We're going to do a placed forehand to help his forehand accuracy. And then we're going to do some placed backhand to help his backhand accuracy. Well, both Maxime and Stefan have had a really good run here in the second week of the hardcourt season. Maxime is in the finals of the 90 level Granby Open, and Stefan has also reached the finals of the tournament that he's playing in Champaign. So Maxime is going to be going up. He is the number 1 seed, and this would be his first win at a 90 level event if he's able to win against Maximilian Marterer, 197th in the world. So we are the favorite going in, although we have lost to Maximilian the one time that we played him in the past. Gonna go with full intensity from the start. Don't focus on your last heads-to-heads. You're absolutely capable of beating him. So, as I mentioned at the start of this episode, Maxime only has the 180 level win this season after winning at that time at that level multiple times last year. So a win at this 90 level event would be huge for him, and we just went up a break and took the first set. So one set away from the most significant victory of Maxime's career. Keep up the same intensity. The match is not won. And we are up an early break, up a second early break. Things are looking good. And Maxime Cressy with a 6-3, 6-2 victory is the 2022 champion at the Granby Open, the first 90 level win of his career. So that will definitely be a boost for us in the rankings, especially with some of the success we had at 80 level events, either already having come off out of our rankings points or going to be coming out soon for some of the good performances we had towards the end of last season. Let's see what happens. Stefan also won the title in the Champaign, Illinois tournament. So a great week for the Old School Sports Tennis Academy, with Maxime winning at the 90 level Granby Open and Stefan Kozlov winning the title at the 20 level stop in Champaign, Illinois. Can't ask for anything more than that. Things are going really well. And we've reached the end of July, so the board director is checking in with us. We did complete the construction on the Youth and Scouting Center, so we're good with that. We've talked about the fact that we made a mistake in recruiting, so we're not going to do well there. With the recent wins by both Maxime and Stefan, hopefully we won't have any departures for that important goal. The balance of zero at the end of the season is going to be tricky for us. You can see we're at $40,000 right now, but our expenses are running about $38,000 a month. So we are going to be just over zero as we head into August. And unless Maxime does well in some higher level events, probably will not be, breaking close to even as we have over the month of July. If you want to look at our budget for a little more detail about exactly what happened this month. $34,457 in earnings the last 30 days. But that is primarily... it's not going to show it here. Sorry. That's primarily prize money, though. Basically, we only make $7,000 a month from our business center. So that means that about $27,000 of that over the past month was from earnings. So we have about $7,000 in earnings each month from the business center before we get into the tournaments, with about $38,000 of expenses. So essentially we need to earn about $31,000 a month in tournament revenue from our share of what we get from Maxime and Stefan just to be holding even. So going to need some good performances over the next month. Well, Maxime was bounced in his first match at the Washington City Open, a 500 level event, but Stefan Kozlov continues his streak of incredible play, made it to another final. So we are going to coach him today and substitute in for his regular coach. You can see he was the 3rd seed, and he's going to be going up against the 10th seed, Robin Haas, in the finals here in Lexington. Stefan is stressed as the match begins. Ooh, we're down an early break. Just broke back, though. Still on serve in the late stages of the set. Into the tiebreaker, and Got overwhelmed a bit in the tiebreaker, but it's definitely a close match. Into the second set. We're still on serve. We have had some break points, but haven't been able to execute on them. But now we just did get a break, and another break to take the second set 6-2. So one set away from another third tournament victory for Stefan in the last several weeks, if he can win this. But still a lot of work ahead of us with a set to go. And we just went down an early break. Down 2 breaks now. Unfortunate. A trip to the finals in an 80 level event is still going to be very good for Stefan given where he's ranked, but obviously would like to win when we get to the finals, but it was not in the cards for today. And we are at the U.S. Open. You can see we have got a first-round match against Philip Kohlschreiber, 109th ranked player in the world. We'll likely have one of the greatest of all time, Roger Federer, waiting for us if we're able to win this. But we will worry about that after competing against Philip. If you're wondering, Stefan Kozlov did get into qualifying for the U.S. Open but lost in the first round, so he will not be playing this week. He did win another 20-level event a couple of weeks ago, so he has been playing well this summer hardcourt season. You can see that we won our one match previously against Kohlschreiber. 38-year-old ranked 109th in the world. Definitely an opportunity here for Maxime to get a victory at the Grand Slam level here, and then we'll see what happens in the second round if we're able to get by Kohlschreiber. We're up an early break on Kohlschreiber, so things are going well. Took the first set 6-3, so good result for Maxime, hitting too many double faults. We're going to keep in high level of intensity. Keep up the pressure, Maxime. Moving into the second set. On serve early stages, but we were just broken. So we are down a break. Broke back, and then broke him to take that second set, 7-5. Great rally from Maxime to come back from being down. Heading into third set. 6 games away from potentially getting to the second round. Still on serve here midway through the second set. Looks like we could be headed for a tiebreaker. And we dropped the tiebreaker, so up 2-1, but Kohlschreiber has taken a little bit of the momentum from us. We are up an early break, 2 early breaks, 3 breaks, blew him out 6-0 in that third set. So a 6-3, 7-5, 6-7, 6-0 win in the first round at the U.S. Open for Maxime Cressy. And not surprisingly, Federer is waiting for us in the round of 64. So one of Maxime's goals this year has been to get to the round of 32 in a Grand Slam event. This is the last Grand Slam event of the season, so going to have to go through one of the greatest players of all time to achieve that goal. Certainly will be the underdog, but Federer's 41 years old now. Perhaps if we get into a long and drawn-out match with him, we'll be in better shape in the fourth and fifth set. Might be talking our book a little bit. It's definitely going to be a huge match for Maxime, and would be a big upset if we're able to beat Federer at this stage of our career. Down an early break already to Federer. And he took the first set 6-3. Can't afford to make any mistakes. At least we'll be starting with our serve here in the second set. So hopefully we can bounce back against him. broken again. We were breaking back and forth there in the early stages of that second set, but ultimately lost an extra time on our serve and another 6-3 victory for Federer in that second set. So the pressure is on us now. Just let go. Take your shots, Maxime. You're up against one of the all-time greats. And we are up an early break. But he broke back and then broke us again. So you can't make any mistakes against a player like Federer. Lost 6-3, 6-3, 6-4 here in the second round of the U.S. Open. Disappointing for Maxime, but can't say that it's a surprising result. Well, we've made it to the end of the Hardcourt season. You can see Stefan Kozlov with some great results, moved up from 327th in the world to 202nd. An overall record of 14-2 with 2 tournament victories. So excellent summer Hardcourt season for Stefan Kozlov. For Maxime, also pretty successful. He moved up from 75th to 60th in the world, driven by that first ever victory for him at a 90 level event. And you can see his overall record was 15-5 in 6 tournaments, including that victory. So we are heading into the final mini season of the tennis year next, which will be the indoor Hardcourt season. As we head into that part of the season, the team is in pretty good shape. If we're looking at Stefan Kozlov and his goals for the season, he's achieved everything we wanted to. We wanted to get into the top 300, get into the qualifying for a Grand Slam, reach the final of an 80 to 125 level event, and improve his rankings. So everything is coming up Millhouse for Stefan Kozlov. Just a really great first season with us here at the Academy. For Maxime, still some work to do. Wanted to get into the top 70, which we've done, but we also wanted to reach the round of 32 at a Grand Slam, which we will not achieve this season. We are going to try to qualify for a couple Masters 1000 level events in the upcoming indoor Hardcourt season. If we're able to do that and then win a match or two, chance we could get to the round of 32, depending on how many people are in the actual events. So we've got a shot at that one, and then hopefully we'll stay within the top 70 in the U.S. or within the top 7 in the U.S. and within top 70 in the world. And I think if we've got a 75% success, which hopefully could be a little better if we do well in the Masters 1000 level event, we'll be in good shape for Maxime to want to return to us next season. It's been a little disappointing that we haven't gotten a new sneaker, apparel, or racket contract. We did bring on a new agent at the beginning of this season, Clifton, who we thought would be helpful in terms of tracking down some contracts for us, but has not done that so far. So we are teetering at the brink of needing an infusion of cash from the Academy. The board of directors won't be happy if they have to do that before the end of the year, unless Maxime has a big run in one of those 1000-level Masters events, though. I think we're going to end up needing that cash infusion. So that will not be optimal, given that one of our objectives was to have a balance of 0 at the end of the season. So they won't be happy if they have to infuse some cash, but it is what it is at this point. We tried our best. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. We will be back with the indoor Hardcourt season for our final episode of 2022 next. Have a great day.